I'm going to preview the 9th seed Alabama versus 1st seed Indiana football game, which will be played January 1st at 3 p.m. Central Time on ESPN. Apologize for looking out because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And Indiana's favored by 7 points. And this is part like the quarterfinals, and it's at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. I'll go over the record for both these teams real fast, and I admit I was wrong on Alabama. But that was like a 50-50 game, if anything. And obviously, their 3 losses were to Georgia in the SEC title game, Oklahoma, but they got revenge on, in the CFP, as we all know. It was like 23-21. And they obviously lost to a 5-7 Florida State team, 31-17. Now, Indiana's 13-0. They did have a close game against Ohio State, and that really was a coin flip game, just to be honest. And they did barely escape Penn State. I know they're not as good. And they beat Oregon at Oregon this year. And that's not an easy place to play. So, yeah. I'll go over the offense, defense. I'll go over a little bit about special teams. Then I'll give, keys to the game for both of these teams. Then who I think is going to win the game ultimately. And I'm going to start with the 9th seed Alabama. They, offensively, 31.4 points per game while allowing 17.8. 294 first downs on offense, 216 allowed. 109.9 rushing yards per game. That's not a great number. While allowing 120.6 passing yards. 270.2 on offense while allowing 168.4. Time possession, 31 minutes, 58 seconds on offense while allowing 28 minutes, 2 seconds. On defense, 42.5% on third down on 193 attempts, 35.1% on third down on 188 attempts. Now 64.7% on fourth down on 34 attempts by the offense, 69.6% on fourth down on 23 attempts. I'm going to just go over a little bit of special teams real fast. The most commonly used kicker is 15 for 22 on the year. 48 punts for the normal punter for 2,029 yards. Average 42.3, long 60. 8 of those went inside. Went further than 50 yards. 16 of those landed inside of 20. Now, 81 tackles for loss by the defense while allowing 64. 30 sacks on the year by the defense while allowing 29. 11 interceptions while allowing 5. 44 pass breakups while allowing 47. 39 quarterback hurries while allowing 58. 9 fumbles recovered. 7 of those allowed. 2 block kicks allowed. And you got on defense and 1 safety on by the defense and none allowed. Now I'll go over Indiana real fast. They average 41.9 points per game while allowing 10.9 or 10.8, whatever you say, on 10.85. 320 first downs while allowing 165 first downs. 221.2 rushing yards per game while allowing 77.6. 251.6 passing yards per game, 179.5 allowed by the defense. 33 minutes, 22 seconds. On the offense, 23 minutes, 37 seconds by the offense by the opposing offense on time possession for both. Right there, and 55.7% on third down, or 55.8% on third down, 156 attempts, 28.1% on 171 attempts. Now they're like 8 for 16 on fourth down. They don't go for it a ton. 16 and 56.5% on 23 attempts. Now, the most commonly used kicker this year is 15 for 16 all year. And the most commonly used punter, 27 punts for 1,075 yards, long 52. 10 of those land at a 20-yard line. 2 of those went about 50 yards and long. And the other punter is 6 punts for 288 yards, long 57, average 48. 3 of those and land at 20. 3 of those were above 50 yards. So just to cover my bases there. Now, how many tackles for loss have they got all year? 112, while allowing 50. 39 sacks on the year, while allowing 18. 17 interceptions on the year, while allowing 7. 39 pass breakups on the year, 35 allowed. 29 quarterback hurries on defense, 29 allowed. 8 fumble recoveries while only allowing 1 fumble. And 2 block kicks this year, and they did allow a safety on. Obviously, whatever you did right last game, you got to bring in this game. Whatever you did wrong last game, you got to correct, because after all, it could come back to bite you. You got to make adjustments on the fly, both offensively and defensively, and even special teams. Not just from first half to second half, but during the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, maybe even overtime. So you get the whole point. I know there might be some questionable calls, but at the very end of the day, you got to be a more mentally tougher team and make plays to win. And you got to keep your composure. Try to take your fans, opposing fans out of the game as much as possible with through your play while getting your fans involved and creating some momentum. Special teams wise, I'm going to just do this real fast. Don't have special team blunders like a big punt return, kick return allowed, or block kick, or blocked extra point, or block punt. You got to do a good job in special teams. Because as we all know, when you look at half of those playoff games up to this point, special teams didn't matter in those games. I'm just saying, you got to be solid. Now, defensively, you got to get them behind the chains. You got to create some havoc plays, get some turnovers, shut down the best players as much as you can. Got to be good on your third down defense. Fourth down defense is necessary. You got to be good in the red zone defense, because you don't want to allow a touchdown necessarily. You want to just only hold them to 3. Don't allow like chunk plays like 20 yards or more, whether it's on the ground or through the air, as much as possible. Now, offensively, you got to try to get some tackles. You got to get some yards after the catch if you can. You got to take care of the ball, though, because turnover margin could be the difference in the game. As we all know, you got to be good on your third down defense, third down offense, fourth down offense if necessary. Got to be good in the red zone. Because you can't just win through the 20s. You got to be good in the red zone inside the 20 and try to get touchdowns if possible. So who do I think wins this game? I always believe the winner of Alabama and Oklahoma was probably not going to beat Indiana, and I'm going to just go with them, and I'm going to just say this. I think Indiana's just a better overall team in general. I just don't know if they're going to cover the spread or not. I know that Indiana's not invincible. I know they're not. But I don't trust Alabama, and yes, I know they won last game at Oklahoma. So they're 7-6 under Kalen DeBoer in neutral site and road games. But at the same time, I just think Alabama's going to lose a game here and finish their season. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens from here. After all, we saw 2 upsets happen. And last year, the 1 seed did lose. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like, subscribe, and see you guys later on the road. 800 subscribers, ultimate goal is 1,000 more spend month. This course, like video, comment video really helps YouTube backgrounds so more people see it. Sharing the videos up as well, so more people could watch. And if you're watching, and that subscribe, hit subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well.